Welcome to Business Ninjas, brought to you by WriteForMe, where you'll hear from business leaders who are out there growing their business and slaying it every day. Learn from the masters. Let's get started.
Welcome to another episode of Business Ninjas. I'm here with Alexis Messina at Chime Beauty. Hey, Alexis, how's it going?
Hi, I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing great. Great. I'm excited for our conversation here.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about Chime Beauty.
Yeah, so just to give a little background about me, I'm a recent graduate of USC Marshall School of Business. I took a lot of entrepreneurship classes there and spent a lot of time coming up with research and different business ideas and plans. So essentially, in one of my classes, we came up with a subscription box along with a group, and it was a great idea. I was super excited about it. It's actually really funny. I was not interested or passionate about beauty at all before I came to college. So it was something that I started to explore, research more about, and take a deep interest in. So in college, I had this concept. And then throughout a year after, it wouldn't go away from my mind. So I kept thinking about it and it kept evolving. So I just to go into a problem that I found in its inception. Like I said, I was an athlete all throughout high school, knew nothing about makeup. Then I moved to LA, the beauty capital of the world, went to USC, where a lot of my friends, they would spend nights doing makeup, doing each other's, talking about it. And I found it so fun. And it was very community heavy, which I really liked because it was nice to engage with your friends about something other than school or other than just other hobbies or interests. It was very specific and everyone could bond over it. And I'll never forget the time that I went to Sephora the first time with a group of my friends. It was funny because I walked in not knowing anything. And just to give a little insight into how big Sephora is, there's over 78,000 products that Sephora carries. So as someone who's new and knows nothing, it's completely overwhelming. So I walked in not knowing anything. And then I looked around to find my friends and they were gone, running through all the aisles. They knew exactly what they wanted. And I was so fascinated by this because I was like, how could you know? But somehow they did. And it was based off of other friends who told them things, influencers, maybe online journals, but they came back with a cart of 10 different items. They're like, Alexis, you need these. So I was like, great, makes my life super easy. I don't have to sort through different products, spend money on things that don't work with my skin. And I also struggled with acne in high school. So it was very important to me to have products that fit and adapted to my skin type. So this experience with my friends really inspired me to address a problem that I found. And this is how oversaturated the beauty industry is, how many products there are, and how hard it is to really have good product discovery. So I found that side of the spectrum of, oh, well, we really need something that just makes the whole process so much more efficient rather than doing your own research, having a million different conversations with friends. And then the other part, which is that community aspect that I talked about, all my friends engaging and talking about the products that they were using. And I found such a strong passion in it, like so different than any other industry I've experienced. People were so motivated in getting you to buy the products that they use. And I think that is very interesting. So there we have those two ideas of how do we make product discovery easier? And then how do we also build a community? And this is a great way of how I made a lot of my friends in college, now always bonding about one thing that we're all excited to share.
So that's awesome. And so what's the elevator pitch for the company? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, so we are a platform that combines the products and discovery idea of Yelp and then the content and community of Instagram. So we are a social platform where you are able to browse different products while also following and only seeing those products of the people that you trust and want to see. And then also to make it easier, interact with each other on a very easy basis. And this could be seen in direct messaging, commenting, liking. So it really allows you to engage with posts rather than shop on or get information on a broad forum where you can't put a face to a name and actually know, do I trust that product? Is that product good for me? And maybe ask those questions. Oh, if I have this type of skin type, would this work well?
Yeah. And so there are influencers on one side of the spectrum, it seems like, who are paid, and maybe you trust them, maybe you don't. Hard to know. Then you got
Right.
brands on the other side that are saying how great they are, but you don't really know how great they are for your friends or for people that you trust.
Yeah.
Is that like where it is?
Exactly. And I think that is something that we really want to stay true to our brand of when we launch, is that authenticity and trust. And one of the problems is you have Instagram and other social media platforms that do a great job at promoting products, but it is very overwhelming because it's talking about all realms of life. And you can have an influencer who is paid for promoting something you really don't know. So our brand would work to have those people, mostly friends, family, users, influencers as well, but it will all be trust and authentic and allowing people to really engage with those people rather than just seeing the posts and not having questions answered.
I see. And so when somebody signs up for the app, once they register and you get past that step, what's the process from there? Do they connect with their friends, or do they start browsing products? Or tell me a little bit about what that experience is like.
Yeah. So what I really like about our product is it's very catered towards your own preferences, which also makes everyone's lives a lot easier when searching for products, especially if you're new to the beauty industry. So you onboard and create an account. You have a handle, and you can connect with your email to make it even simpler. And your first screen that you will see is a preferences page. And this is broken up into 3 different categories. So makeup, hair, and skincare. And then within those, there are subcategories. So for makeup, you could have mascara, foundation, concealer. Say I really just want to find a concealer and a hairspray. I could click those 2, and my feed, my discovery page and feed will only be those products that are on the app. That is it. And the way that it works is when you're onboarded, you're not following anyone yet. That's something that you have to do right when you sign up. You also can choose not to follow anyone, and that feed will just be public, all posts that we have within those categories. But you can follow your friends, and say I have 10 friends who have 20 posts that fall under those 2 preferences. Those 20 posts will show up on my feed that you can just easily scroll through instantly. And then after that 20, the way the algorithm works is that it opens up to all the public posts and everything that we have based off of a star rating.
I see. And so, so you as a new user of this, you'll start to rate products that you like, right?
Exactly.
Because you want to give that information to your friends and to other people in the community. So you'll start sharing that, and then on a reciprocal basis, you get to receive new suggestions that your friends recommend, and it becomes this collaborative kind of environment. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. And I love that you said collaborative, because that's a huge part of it. It is fostering an interconnected community while the intention is brand discovery, community is just as big of a part of it. And with that collaboration, when a user posts a photo, they will give it a star rating, but users can also write reviews if they've used those products, and then also leave a star rating. So say we have 10 users who's all used the same NARS concealer, and they all think it's around a 4 and a 5, since it's based on a 5-star scale. Then that cumulative score will work to be filtered in our top rated section, and that is on the side of our screen, and you can easily then any user can see what is best ranked for the best lipstick or the best concealer based off of its score.
That makes a lot of sense. It's, you get this, there's a trust factor that's built into all of those reviews that's critical to kind of cut through the noise that's in the market. Tell me a little bit about the business side of this. How are you, tell me what the revenue model is and what the plans are there.
Yeah, so we have a few ways of generating revenue. First would be advertising. And I know that conflicts with the idea of trust and authenticity, but this is more so to showcase brands. And I think it's a really exciting market for a brand to partner with us, because we're giving them a space on our app where they can put their product and all of our users can have visibility. They're not per se promoting it in any means by writing this is the best product ever, but they are showing it and giving it users an option to, oh, maybe I can easily buy this, sample it, and then they can post their own reviews. And that's exactly what we need. We also need users to be discovering new brands and be discovering new products. So if we have this, if we have advertising, we're giving users an even easier experience to say, try something new. And this is catered more to that niche user who is already involved and passionate about beauty and loves discovering and sharing products. And
yeah,
then
you can even see a scenario where an advertiser would say, because it's such an active audience, they might create an incentive, a discount or something like that, to create that incentive to try their product.
yes, so it's a really exciting space, and I'm really looking forward to working with brands on that sense. Additionally, we have affiliate linkage. So when you go and post a product, there will be a subgroup where you can add the link of where you bought it. And on it, how influencer marketing typically works is you have influencers posts and users buying off of the site that they posted it on. So that's another main revenue stream. And then data and information. So we're gathering so much information that is very useful to brands to know what types of products do our consumers like most, and not only get numbers that they already might have, but get that more human qualitative side of it, get feedback in a very interesting way based off of the community's interests.
Yeah, and so that's interesting on the brand side, because right now I would imagine that their experience is that they do market research and they get their focus groups together. It's a lot of coordination. It's a lot of expense to do those kinds of focus groups. And at the end of the day, you don't even know the quality of those people or how engaged they are in the category. Maybe they just wanted their $80 for the focus group. So this gives a real authentic kind of view into what the ratings and that feedback loop is like.
Yes. So yeah, market research is something that we're really interested in, and developing plans to provide this to beauty brands and other companies.
I see. And so how are you seeding the app with all these products? Are you getting product feeds from different sources, or when you log in for the very first time, you want to see a bunch of different products. Tell me a little bit about what that experience is like.
So we haven't launched yet. We are in beta testing. So we already have active users interacting with the site daily, and they're posting products that they're using. So what's so cool about Chime Beauty is that you're actually taking photos off your phone that show off the product, but also can show off your personality and make you more approachable and make you build that community. So this is encouraged. I see users getting really creative with different ways of posting, but they can take a selfie holding the product. They can post the product in their bathroom. Like, there's just so many different ways that you can do it. And it's really fun because you can see there's a page on the app where you have your own profile. You can see how many followers you have, how many people you're following, and then you have a feed of all of your photos and images. And this is really fun because you're also seeing, oh, how does this person like to photograph? How do they want to express and show off that the products they're so passionate about? So that's how we're seeing all the photos come in. They're all original, captured by the user.
I see. So user generated kind of.
Exactly. And for right now, they're only photos, no videos.
I see. Interesting. And so, so tell me about who your audience, your target audience is for this. I
Yeah.
probably have an idea, but I'd love to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, so I've broken it up into 4 different categories. So we have that beginner user who was me at the onset of this project. I was new, trying to learn, discover as much as I could with all the products out there, just understanding what even types of makeup to use, what like my skincare routine should be. And then we have the consumer user. So this is the person that is an active follower, engager with the industry. They love to tell their friends about their products. They follow the influencer, celebrity. They're so passionate to teach that beginner. So we're connecting those two together, and that's a huge part of it. Then we have the influencer, which is a huge part of our marketing efforts. And that would be for that influencer who already has a following to post for their followers and share their knowledge in a more specific sense. So, like I said, on other social media platforms, influencers post content about all facets of life. And they post a lot of beauty if that's their interest, but it's not just that. So an influencer could have a feed of their whole skincare routine. And some people's skincare routines, I was shocked to hear this, is like 20 plus products, but it is. So if you want to know, okay, this influencer's exact routine, you could go to their feed and see all the products that they use and easily mimic it if that's what you would like. Then we have that celebrity. And the celebrity, they promote typically if they have a beauty brand, and they're appealing more so to followers. So same with the influencer, people are fascinated by celebrity skincare routines. There's many YouTube videos about this, and it's definitely something that people want to see. And Chime Beauty allows them to have a really simple process and actually buy the products all in one space.
That's really cool. And it's, it seems like instead of the, here are the links below in the comments, it's actually a home where all of those people can place all these links and have a place to be able to get ratings and feedback and share their experience with those brands.
Yeah, exactly. It's one big beauty community that's all helping each other.
Very cool. Very cool. How can people find out about you? What's best way to either get on a waiting list or, just start to experience it with you guys?
Yeah, that would be great. So we're on Instagram. We're My Chime Beauty. That's our Instagram handle. And we post announcements. We look at all of our comments and direct messages for feedback of the app. So the app is expected to launch on the iOS and Android App Store end of year. So right now we still are in that beta testing phase. And if anyone is interested, please send me an email at alexis.messina@mychimebeauty.com. I would love to have more users on the beta site, get feedback so we could come out with the most personalized, curated app that we can. And we are also on TikTok at Chime Beauty. And we also do have a live site right now. It's mychimebeauty.com. And anyone could go on, explore, post images, and create an account.
Excellent. Sounds very exciting. Congratulations, Alexis.
Thank you. Appreciate it.